start my in-cab pre-trip, I'm going to check my safety belt. My seat belt, I'll make sure it's properly mounted secure, not crack, damage, loose. It's not cut, cracked, or frayed. It latches and unlatches properly. I'm going to relatch it, tighten it up. I've got my fuse box right here. I've got all my spare fuses down here, or there's a glove box, just put extra fuses there. I've got my 3 triangles behind the seat. I want to make sure they're all proper working condition. All 3 are there. They're all clean. I've got a fire extinguisher back here. I want to make sure it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, damaged, loose. It's not leaking. It's fully charged. 5 pounds BC rated, 10 pounds for hazmat. Now I'm going to do my safety start. Make sure the truck is in neutral. Start up the truck. Making sure my selector switch is down. Slowly let off the clutch. My ABS light did come on and off. My voltmeter is between 12 and 14 volts. My oil pressure is rising, proper pressure. My temperature gauge is not overheating. My air tanks, my front and my rear, they're rising up. I want them to be between 120 and 140 psi. I'm going to start with my mirror, make sure it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, damaged, loose. It's clean, just to me, the driver. And at this point, you're going to look at the examiner and just say, hey, I'm going to do my indicator bars and my lights and stuff like that. He'll get outside of the truck. So first, you're going to do it inside. You're going to do your high beams and your low beams. You want to make sure that they're properly working on the bar here, so I get a blue light, a left turn signal, my right turn signal, my 4-way flashers, my city horn, my air horn. I've got my windshield, make sure it's properly mounted secure, not cracked, damaged, loose. It's free of anything obstructing my view. My seal around the windshield is not cut, cracked, or frayed, and sealed properly. My windshield wiper blades and my windshield wipers are properly mounted secure, not cracked, damaged, loose. The blades are not cut, cracked, or frayed. So when I turn them on, they wipe evenly. The windshield washer fluid sprays evenly on the windshield. I've got my heater, defrost. I want to make sure it's on up here, and I'm going to also check it down here. Other than that, we're going to do our tug test. I'm going to put the truck in first gear. I'm going to release my trailer brake, slowly release my clutch until I feel a tug. Alright, I felt the tug. Pull my trailer, release my parking, slowly release my clutch, have it in first gear. I felt the tug. At that point, I'm going to put it into third gear, do my service brake, release both my brake and my tractor trailer brake, pull forward, truck didn't lean to the left or the right. I'm in good position. Put the truck back into first gear, shut the truck off, and now I'm going to do my Psi leakage test. So what I'm going to do is make sure that these are released. Both of them are in. I'm going to put my foot on the brake. I'm going to ask the examiner, do you mind timing me for 1 minute? The examiner will say, okay, go ahead. And after 1 minute, you're going to look at him and say, I didn't lose more than 4 psi per minute on my leakage test. Now I'm going to do my warning light. It should be at 60 psi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump my brakes. My warning light came on at 60 psi. And then I'm going to continue fanning my brakes until my brakes release, and it should be between 20 and 40 psi. Make sure that when you shut the truck off, you turn the ignition back on. Alright, both my tractor and my trailer emergency parkings came on, and this completes my test.